Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for May 29, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, tensions between the U.S. and Iran remain high, with oil prices volatile amid reports of a potential breakthrough in talks. The situation remains fluid and will continue to provide updates as more information becomes available. In Latin America, the U.S. State Department has designated two major Brazilian drug gangs, the First Command of the Capital and the Red Command, as foreign terrorist organizations. This move aims to disrupt their financial operations and weaken their grip on the region's illicit drug trade. However, experts warn of potential unintended consequences, such as increased violence and instability. Lastly, the European Commission is convening an emergency meeting to discuss potential restrictions on imports from China, amid concerns that Beijing's surge in exports could lead to a decline in European industries. The EU must balance its desire to protect domestic industries with the need to maintain a constructive engagement with China ahead of the next Leaders' Summit on June 18th. These stories highlight the complex and interconnected nature of global politics, economics, and security. We'll continue to provide in-depth analysis and updates on these developments throughout the day, and that's the way it is. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. The situation is further complicated by reports of ongoing violence, with local health officials stating that Israeli strikes have killed over 100 Palestinians since the ceasefire. In other news, we're seeing a growing trend of threats against public figures, with Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett's home being targeted in an apparent swatting call. This incident highlights the need for a nuanced discussion about the causes and consequences of such threats and the importance of striking a balance between ensuring public safety and protecting individual rights. Meanwhile, in international news, Japan is hosting the Philippine leader on a state visit, with arms sales and China on the agenda. Additionally, negotiators in Iran believe they have a draft deal, but leaders have yet to approve it. We'll continue to monitor these developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, BlackRock's commitment to digital assets remains unwavering despite Bitcoin's cyclical volatility. The company's tokenized fund business has reached new heights, indicating a long-term perspective on the potential of digital assets. Secondly, Pender Growth Fund, Inc.'s quarterly update highlights the company's disciplined investment approach amidst market volatility. With a focus on small-cap and special situations, the fund is positioning itself to navigate various economic scenarios. Lastly, oil prices have seen a slight decline following reports of a tentative U.S.-Iran deal, which could potentially ease tensions in the Middle East and impact global energy markets. While details are scarce and caution is advised, a successful agreement could lead to increased oil production and lower prices in the coming months. For more in-depth analysis and updates, be sure to check out our website. And now, for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, a recent explosion in the world of space exploration has shed new light on supermassive black holes. The James Webb Space Telescope has made a groundbreaking discovery, revealing a supermassive black hole at the center of a distant galaxy that challenges our current understanding of how these cosmic giants form and evolve. This finding suggests that supermassive black holes may have played a more central role in the formation and evolution of galaxies than previously thought. In other news, SpaceX's AI-centric subsidiary, xAI, is making headlines with its ambitious valuation targets. However, analysts are raising concerns over the lack of concrete data supporting these lofty goals, highlighting a broader issue within the AI industry: the gap between promise and proof. As companies like OpenAI and Anthropic prepare for their own IPOs, it's crucial for investors and consumers to approach these developments with a critical eye. Lastly, we're taking a closer look at the integration of AI into our education system. Despite enthusiasm among school administrators, teachers are facing significant barriers in effectively utilizing AI tools due to a lack of formal guidance. This not only contributes to teacher burnout, but also risks undermining the potential benefits of AI in education. Innovative companies like Pangram are working to address related issues, such as combating the spread of AI-generated content online with real-time detection tools. These stories underscore the complex and evolving landscape of artificial intelligence and space exploration. As we navigate these advancements, it's essential to prioritize transparency, accountability, and support for those on the front lines of these technological shifts. Stay informed, stay critical, and let's shape the future of AI together. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we have the announcement of the partnership extension between Fox Sports and the basketball tournament, or TBT. This $2 million tournament is set to captivate college basketball fans nationwide, featuring alumni teams and non-alumni teams competing for a substantial cash prize. Notable players like Michael Beasley and Baron Davis are expected to participate. In other news, Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua has been sharing his journey of personal growth and transformation after a tumultuous offseason. The talented athlete has been focusing on rehabilitation and self-improvement, seeking help and support for his personal struggles. His commitment to becoming a better version of himself is truly commendable. Lastly, we touched on the business side of sports with U.S. men's national team star Christian Pulisic's new endorsement deal with a major sportswear brand, although details are not provided in today's articles. These stories showcase the complexity and nuance of the sports world, where athletes face challenges both on and off the field. As I always say, tell it like it is. We'll continue to follow these developments and provide you with in-depth analysis and insights. Stay informed, and remember, the truth is in the game. This is Howard Closewell speaking. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. We have 3 tragic stories to share with you today. Firstly, a devastating accident occurred in Longview, Washington, where a chemical plant explosion claimed the lives of several people, leaving many more injured. The community is in shock, and our thoughts are with the families affected by this tragedy. Secondly, in the Poconos region of Pennsylvania, a 12-year-old student, Cesar Albarracin Gunke, lost his life in a rafting accident on the Lehigh River. The incident has left the community mourning the loss of a young life, and an investigation is underway to determine the cause of the accident. Lastly, we're reporting on a tragic accident that has shaken a small town in America, where a young life was lost, leaving family, friends, and community members grieving. While details are limited, the outpouring of support from the community is a testament to the strength and resilience of small-town America. In related news, experts are warning about the dangers of AI-generated images being used to spread misinformation on social media. A recent incident in Thailand highlights the importance of fact-checking and verification in today's digital age. We'll continue to provide updates on these stories as more information becomes available. For now, our thoughts are with all those affected by these tragedies. Now, for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, we celebrated the life and legacy of Boy George, the iconic lead singer of Culture Club, who's still rocking the music scene after all these years. Then, we dove into the untold story of Marilyn Monroe, exploring the complexities of her life beyond the Hollywood legend. It turns out she was a multifaceted woman with deep friendships and passions that defy the tragic narrative we've come to know. And, in a more cautionary tale, we expose the ugly truth behind Section K, a tax deduction that sounds too good to be true for filmmakers. Let's just say it's a loser, folks. Producers, beware. This so-called tax shelter can leave you with more headaches than benefits. Tune in to our full episodes for the inside scoop on these stories and more. Stay fabulous, stay informed, and we'll catch you in the next edition of the AI Daily Press. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. In our first story, we explore the fascinating world of animal navigation, where researchers have discovered that some species are able to migrate thousands of miles each year with remarkable precision. From the Arctic terns that travel from the North Pole to the South Pole and back again every year, to the sea turtles that navigate across entire ocean basins, these incredible journeys are a testament to the remarkable abilities of animals to find their way in the world. In our second story, we examine the critical role that air ice CO2 fluxes play in shaping the carbon budgets of polar oceans. A new study has found that these fluxes can have a significant impact on global climate change, and that continued research is needed to better understand the complex interactions between the atmosphere, sea ice, and ocean waters. Finally, we pay tribute to the renowned artist Alan Surratt, who passed away recently, leaving behind a legacy of thought-provoking and visually stunning works that continue to inspire and intrigue audiences worldwide. From his intricate nets and tangles of wire to his vibrant gang drawings, Surratt's innovative approach to sculpture and his commitment to process over product have left an indelible mark on the art world. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Atenicher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.